The flight attendant suddenly began vomiting water as if a floodgate had opened. In agony, she reached out for help, but ultimately collapsed to the floor. After a few final convulsions, she lost her life. Shocked by the scene, Lisa could think only of getting her daughter out of the cabin immediately. But as they passed an artist, Lisa clearly saw him painting the very moment the flight attendant had died. She was utterly stunned. She immediately snatched the sketchbook and began flipping through it, utterly stunned. The artist had captured every bizarre event she had witnessed while trapped in the illusion. It was beyond belief. Just then, Lisa saw the final painting, a figure standing at the cabin door, facing a blinding light. She believed leaving this cabin would mean safety, but in the next instant, the painter's body transformed into flickering flames, vanishing before her eyes. Overwhelmed by the succession of bizarre events, Lisa was on the verge of collapse. She grabbed her daughter, ready to enter another cabin, only to be stopped by another flight attendant and the man with bleeding eyes. In the next instant, the flight attendant was sucked to the opposite side of the cabin. This terrified her daughter into a shrill scream. Then, the man who had only been bleeding from his eyes now began bleeding from his head. Within 3 seconds, the man, blood spurting relentlessly, died before Lisa's eyes. Lisa, seeing this, comforted her daughter while forcing open the cabin door. Yet when she entered the other cabin, she found it completely empty. Lisa couldn't believe it. Was there really only a handful of passengers from their cabin on the entire plane? This was clearly abnormal. Yet as Lisa walked through several more cabins, she still found no one. Just as she stood stunned, unsure what to do, she realized her daughter had vanished. Then, her daughter's voice echoed from the last row of seats. Lisa turned to look, and just as she breathed a sigh of relief, the witch from the illusion appeared behind her daughter. To protect her daughter, Lisa rushed forward. Yet as she ran, her memories began to sharpen. This time, she clearly understood the meaning of the incantation the witch had chanted before the plane crashed.
Understand it all now. In reality, you're sitting next to me on the plane which is about to crash. The child mustn't see how terrible death is. So I put you to sleep, so you could experience at least some of the life that you're not going to have. But you're a special girl. You constantly try to wake up. This is your undying wish to save yourself from my spell. I can't keep you in illusions anymore. Now you're going to wake up, and your destiny is now in your hands.
The scene abruptly shifted back 20 years. In truth, the real timeline had always been 20 years prior. The witch Lisa had long suspected hadn't cursed the plane. She had known the crash was inevitable, but could do nothing to prevent it. She could only recite the incantation endlessly to ease the pain of young Lisa in her final moments. Thus, Lisa's childhood escape from death, her subsequent career as a psychologist, and the birth of her beloved daughter were all illusions crafted by the witch. As for the passengers Lisa encountered on her subsequent flight, they were none other than the same passengers who had been on her flight 20 years prior.